So next question on the board is, Rabbi, being that the Takanat.
Okay, go ahead. I apologize. Being that Takanat, yes, go ahead. Sorry.
Of Rabbeinu Gershom is over, would it be allowed for an Ashkenazic Jew who lives in a place like Morocco, where marrying multiple women is common to do this? Would he be allowed to?
No, it would not be allowed to, because some things, since we've been doing it for so long, even this does not apply to us any longer. So the tradition is don't do it. Don't do it. And one of the reasons of Rabbeinu Gershom was, and it was, if you think about it, it's very, very scary thing, right? So who were allowed to marry multiple women, not to live in the same house, not to do the style of Yaakov Avinu. No, it was actually the people like merchants. So they would go on the boats, on horses, donkeys, whatever they would travel on to different countries, like over the seas, and bring the products, and traders, right? And they would stay in that different country for some time until they sell whatever they sell, and then buy whatever they buy from that country and bring back, right? So it would take maybe sometimes 6 months, 8 months, 9 months. So these people were allowed to get a second wife and second family in another place. That was actually the primary reason, right? And the problem is, of course, he has a beautiful family there, beautiful family here. It's all very nice, and he's been supportive to all of these two families. It's very, very nice on one hand. On another hand, it's not there are passports, there is no ID or something, right? So Chas v'Shalom, the brother and sister could get married. Simple, and they would not even know from one country to another country. They would get married. You understand? And this marriage is forbidden. So that was another reason to forbid these relationships. But for sure, it was not two women in one house, like Yaakov Avinu. Even in Yaakov Avinu, they live in different tents, different things. But if you want to yourself, if you want to be killed was one of your wife, that's go and marry second wife. But our sages say, so even today, after Rabbeinu Gershom, I think he said, I'm telling you not, but there is, he said, of course, there is, if I remember correctly, there are exceptional circumstances. If 100 rabbis, Talmidei Chachamim, they would sign a letter that you should marry this second wife, so maybe you should marry, maybe. So of course, go find the famous 100 rabbis in the same room, and they should come together and sign the letter for you. It's mission impossible. So he's basically telling you take it easy. Just try to handle one wife and be happy. Okay.
Thank you, Rabbi.
You're welcome. What else?